So today I've driven about 2 miles from where I live in Swindon. It's about a 10-minute drive out to a place called Sevenhampton. It's a little hamlet right on the edge of Wiltshire, near the Oxfordshire border. And I've come to this place here. I was driving past here about 3 or 4 hours ago, and I kind of spotted it out of my car window. And it what appears to be a lovely little copse. And I really like these places, these small little woods, because they do harbour 1 or 2 little secrets. So the idea of today's video is to go in there with my drone, have a bit of a fly around and see what we can see. Right, so looks like there's footprints of deer tracks, probably a muntjac deer, I guess, leading into the copse itself. It's not massive, by the way, but it does present itself a very good and interesting challenge. So we've got a slight problem with the drone itself, with the prop guards. I'm missing one. It broke because when I closed the arm down, there's a lot of pressure there, quite powerful springs, and unfortunately it closed down and it's broken one of the prop guards. I have tried gluing it. As you can see there, some araldite glue there. I did that about 2 days ago. It was fairly solid, but unfortunately in transit it's gone and broken itself, so we've got to fly a bit carefully. I'm not sure how that's going to affect the actual flight of the drone. I shall know more when I get it up in a couple of minutes or so. Right, let's take off with caution, it says.
Takeoff.
Just going to see how it behaves, I think. First of all, there's a bit of vibration there. You might just be able to see that on camera. I don't know if it's picking it up. Right, here we go. Okay, once again shooting at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Let's have a fly around and see what there is in here. Bit of an obstacle course, this one. This is going to be interesting. I think it's going to test my drone flying abilities, I think, to the max. We'll see what there is and see if we can see something that's kind of interesting. Okay, let's just take it. Whoops. Whee. Careful, tiger. Careful, tiger. Don't try to do too much too soon, eh? Well, I see a gap and I just see it and I just want to go for it, kind of thing. A bit of excitement. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a fence. I just spotted that. Right, so we won't go there. We go around it, I think. Didn't see that until I actually hit it. No damage done, thankfully. That could have been disastrous, I think, if I didn't have the props on there. The prop guards, that is. Right, we're just gonna take a bit of a fly around this little copse. I do like these small places, actually. They do harbour 1 or 2 little secrets, let's say. You never quite know what's in these places until you get yourself in there, of course. Right, just gonna, obviously keeping my drone visual line of sight. That is a requirement by law of the CAA, so I've got to be very mindful of that. Well, it looks a bit of some downed trees here. We have had quite a few storms this winter, so it's brought some devastation to the area. Okay, right, gotta concentrate. This offers more of a challenge to the places I've been recently. I think my drone flying skills are kind of improving, and the reasons why they are improving is because I come to places like this, present myself a little bit of a challenge. Where I was the other day was very exciting. Hope you enjoyed the video, by the way, people. That was out of Ashdown Wood. Ashdown Estates. Right, let's have a little look down here, shall we? See what there is. Taking it steady as she goes. Trying to find a little route through. Oh, it just touched something there, but the drone remained airborne, thankfully. Yeah, this does present a bit more of a challenge than normal. I can't kind of belt around as much as I'd like to. Oh, I'm just touching something then. Okay, I'm just gonna try and navigate out of this little patch if I can. I think I have to go straight forward actually and just hope for the best. So let's do that, shall we? Push on through, as they say, push on through. Right, let's just head towards that pen. Try and find a bit of clear space if we can. So a little look around. Anyway, so on the home front, bit of good news. We've resold our house for the same price we got for it the last time we sold it. I'm just hoping that this one actually holds tight now and we can actually keep the sale on this one. Anything in there worth looking at? Nothing, I don't think. Yeah, so fingers crossed that we can actually keep the buyers, hopefully, and things will be moving forward. That's the plan anyway. Right, let's just go off piste, shall we? Let's go off piste. Head towards somewhere else perhaps. So a little, not sure if I came that way. I don't think I did. We're just going to follow this little trail up here because it might well be an animal, a deer track or a wildlife track or something. Just never know what it might be. Right, okay, just push through if we can, just get past that with help of the prop guards. Just navigating through. Yeah. Okay. Did that quite well. Nothing spotted yet. Stick it on big screen, people. You might see a bit more than I can on my small little phone screen. It's always good on big screen, and when the video is finished rendering on YouTube, it does play in a high resolution, so that's always handy. So there's a bit of water down there. I'm trying to avoid water if I can, for the obvious reasons that water and drones don't necessarily get on too well, for obvious reasons. Right, okay. Just going a bit deeper into this little thicket, having a good old scout around and see what there is to see. Can I get through that? I don't know if I can actually. I'm going to try, you know me. Anything for a laugh. Just try and weave my way through that if I possibly can. Go down a little bit. Perhaps if it lets me go down without landing it, of course. Ooh, that's a bit tight, I tell you. God, goodness me, I just squeezed through it though. Did well. I even impressed myself there. Right, I think I've come towards perhaps the end, perhaps. I don't know. Let's have a little look down here and see what there is. Right, can I fit a drone down there, I wonder? Is it worth it? Let's go and investigate. Let's go and have a little investigation, shall we? Right, just getting a few little glitches now. I think it's because this place is quite dense. The signal from satellites to my RC unit, and then to the drone isn't particularly great. Right, it's getting a little bit of a tangled mess in there. It's like wire wool, isn't it? If I can get through that, I think I deserve a medal. If I get through that, can I then get it back? 53% battery life, I've got to keep an eye on that. If it gets to 20, it wants to come home. Ooh, I don't know, that looks to be yeah, it's a bit tight down there. Ooh, oh God, I'm going to push on. I'm just going to push on and see what there is. Nope. Cancel. Okay. Right, so that didn't quite work out, did it? I think I pushed it a bit too far then, because I've now lost signal. The drone's come down. It's only over there, so all I need to do is just walk about 30 or 40 yards and go and pick it up. Not quite sure where I was trying to fly that, perhaps down there somewhere, but it just got caught. Probably by one of these, I guess, just brought it down, I suppose. Have a quick look at it. Yeah, there's no damage. A bit of mud on it, but gimbal's all fine. Everything's intact. Lives to fly another day, thankfully. Right, you can see how thick it is around me. Really is quite a jungle. I'm going to see if I can fly out of here and give you a better view of this little copse where I am. So I see a bit of a gap. I don't think I'll be coming back here anytime soon, to be honest. It's a bit too difficult to fly. I mean, I'm a half decent pilot, but when it comes to places like this, it's a heck of a challenge, because there's just lots of little branches and things that just want to reach out and grab your drone and drag it down. Right, so we're going to head out of the copse. There's a bit of a clearing there, so we'll make a bit of a bolt for that. I'm going to turn you around. Do a bit of an up and away. There we go. Right, so we're just in there. I can actually see my drone going up. It's not a massive place, as you can see. It's big enough though. I mean, it's an interesting kind of a little copse. It's very thick, mind. I mean, it's strong. I get a strong wind warning. There we go, you can see it battling against the wind there. There we go, just gives you an idea of my location. Oh, right. Okay. It's struggling, so I'm gonna bring it back, I think. It's quite a windy day out there, but obviously in the woods, it's a lot better in the woods. Right, it's struggling. It's doing something very peculiar, let's say, for a DJI. Anyway, there we go. Just going to fly it back in now, I think, and land it, and then we'll probably call it a day, I think, and that'll probably be my little flight for today. Very interesting place. Bit of a challenge. But you know me, I always like a bit of a challenge. I think it's good for something, I'm not sure what though, but it's probably good for something. There we go. Right, okay, there we go, guys. That was a heck of a test. Been there, done it, got the t-shirt. I don't think I'll be coming back anytime soon. That was a bit of a challenge, I tell you. I much prefer the more open spaces and places, because this here is just littered with all sorts of bracken and things that just want to drag your drone down. But it's a really good test for anyone, I think, who wants to get into drone flying, let's say. Yeah, do it at your peril, I'd say. There we go. Right, DAFs are coming out. snowdrops, daffs, the sign of spring. Can't wait for spring, my favourite time of the year. Anyway, so that was an interesting little flight in that coppice there. I was just driving down the road and I happened to look out my window and I thought to myself, well, that looks kind of like an interesting place to fly my little drone, have a bit of an explore around there. What secrets is that place hiding away? Let's go and investigate. Turns out not a huge amount, unfortunately, but you know, I still like just getting out here and flying my drone and just seeing what there is to see, because you just never know what you might see. So a little bit of damage to the drone, not much really, just a tip of a prop there. 2-minute job, fix that, not a problem. But that pretty much is the worst case scenario when you're flying in places like that. You know, you're going to hit something, and that's happened all because my prop guard unfortunately broke. Going to go home now and try and repair that. Shouldn't be a problem. A bit of super glue or something in the right place, and 10 seconds later it's going to be fixed. Ready to fly another day. But that was interesting. Bit of a challenge. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going back there again anytime soon. That was a bit intense, I think, in places there. If you can imagine that flying through a bramble bush is about a 10, that's about a 7 or an 8. That's pretty tough. That's about as tough as I want to go, really, but I much prefer wide open spaces so you can actually fly around and see a lot more. I don't think I caught anything on camera. I don't think there are any deer in there. But I think there probably is certain times of the day, because there's a lot of tracks going in and out of that little copse. Just that today I don't think I caught anything on camera. I won't know until I get home. Anyway, so if you like the video, please like and subscribe. I want to thank you for watching. Please join me on the next one for more exciting drone flying in the woods. Bye for now.